Heyo, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully anyone out there who's watching this right now or at some point in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, my name is Relikai. I'm going to be playing myself a video game on the internet, and tonight that video game is going to be Fate Grand Order. I think there's a event or something going on, but yeah, it's not any of the holiday events or the seasonal events, so therefore we're not really concerned with you know, going about with the whatever event is happening right there, because we've got bigger fish to fry. And by bigger fish I am meaning, as I have been for over a year now, Lost Belt Avalon. We are getting close. We are getting close to finally finishing this thing out. You know, we're in like section, I think 28 or no, like section 26 or something, and I think there's like 30 sections or something like that. So yeah, we're still further away than I was hoping we were, but we are still close. So you know, we just got to keep at it. We got to keep on trucking, keep on keeping on, and then eventually one day, if we dream big enough and believe hard enough, one day maybe we can finally beat it. So yeah, feeling a little tired today, as I usually am, but that's fine. It's par for the course at this point. Also, something that I did for the first time in a good long while was actually I went and opened up my sound alerts things, which I think should they should be I lowered the volume, I think, on all of them. I basically brought them down to 50% because last stream sorry, I got some food in my teeth. Last stream somebody redeemed some sound alerts, and yeah, that shit was loud. That shit was really loud, so I turned them all down by 50%. So hopefully they were all loud, so then now cutting their volume in half will make them more tolerable at this point. And I say hopefully they were all loud because if there were some sound alerts that were actually quieter than the others, then reducing the volume down to 50% is going to make them nigh inaudible. But I guess we'll only find out if someone ever decides to go ahead and redeem them. Actually, I think I can just go ahead and check them myself. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, can I just play them? Preview.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, so oh, and it shows up in my chat. Okay. All right, that sounded fine. What about let's just test this one. Okay, that's it. That seems fine. What was the really loud one before? I think that was over here. Let's see. Yeah, it was this one. Hold up.
Remember, guys, if you don't sin a little bit, Jesus died for nothing.
Well, it wasn't as loud as it was before. Maybe I can just turn that one down a little bit, because all the other ones kind of sound quiet. So what if I raise this back up to like 75%, and then I just specifically cut that one's volume down? Let's see here. Cut that one down to 50%. Now let's try it.
Remember, guys, if you don't sin a little bit, Jesus died for nothing.
I think that one's fine. I think that's good. What are the other ones I have? Oh, I think I know what this one is. I think I actually made this one myself.
Holy shit, 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 holy shit.
Yeah, there you go. That is that's some good old Heathers right there. Good stuff. Yoshiki 909. How's it going? Hope you're doing all right. Appreciate you stopping in. My name's Relikai. I'm a random man on the internet playing video games. Show the PC. It's right there. Say hi, PC. She says hello. Thanks for she appreciates you stopping in. We're about to get things started here. I just was adjusting some stuff on my alerts here because they were hella loud last time around. So I think everything's fine. I think we're all good right there. So I think we can actually just go ahead and get things started up here. Let's see here. Yep. All right. I think we're good. All right. Let me go ahead and kill the BGM here, and then we'll get the FGO audio going. All right. All right, here we are now. So yeah, there's something going on over here. We got an event going. I don't know if this servant is Australian, because there's certainly a lot of Australian type imagery that is accompanying them. But yeah, I don't foresee me going ahead and wasting too much time with this event when we've got more pressing matters to attend to. All right. So yes, we are here. Let's see. Yeah, section 28. So I believe there's 2 more sections after this. So we're closing in. We're finally making some bacon progress here. I also found out that apparently this BGM here is essentially Castoria's theme. And I think it's apparently been remixed like 3 different times for this BGM, and then for her different incarnations MP music. So yeah, that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I never really noticed that her theme music. 1, I didn't even know she had theme music, but 2, I didn't notice that it was such a bop. But yeah, this one at least definitely is. All right, so yeah, last time we showed up in Avalon, Merlin also decided to make an appearance, and we now are having to go through Castoria's memories, and we unfortunately are getting to see now how all the fairies suck. Everybody sucks. All the fairies that raised her, yeah, they're all terrible. They're all horrible, disgusting creatures, and honestly, they all deserve to die. But we're going to save them because we're the goddamn heroes, and that's what we do. You save people even if they don't deserve it. All right, that's what Superman would do, man, and that's what Jesus would do. And if you don't sin a little bit, Jesus died for nothing. You don't want to make that happen, right? I connected that so well. Can't even think of how I could have gotten back around to that callback any better. Alrighty, so we got some foreigner action going on here. I wish they would tell you how many waves there are going to be in the upcoming battle, rather than just the type of enemies that are going to be showing up. Because I don't know if I need to bring a single target, or if I need to bring a AoE servant. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and let's see. Okay, so we can't bring no Castorias around here. Does anyone have Lady Avalon? Yes we do. There you go. Good stuff. Hold on a second. Wait a second here. Hold on. Yoshiki. Hold up, is that you? Is that you, Yoshiki? Wait, have you come around in the streams before? If you have, I apologize if I've forgotten you. It has been literally, I think, multiple years since I streamed on Twitch. I am back on both Twitch in addition to streaming on YouTube. So yeah, I really do need to get an on-screen overlay for my my chats, just so that, again, when I'm responding to messages that Twitch can't see, they know that I'm talking to YouTube, and when I'm responding to chats that YouTube can't see, they know that I'm talking to Twitch, and they can see that I'm not going crazy and just talking to the voices in my head. I usually only do that in my own time, not in front of other people. Why did I go to Costco when they still had Bloomborough decks? MTG, don't mind me. Say what? I mean, going to Costco on the weekend is psychotic behavior in and of itself. So, I mean, you know, that's just, you know, that's kind of on you, Cybex. But I appreciate you stopping in. I hope you're doing all right today. We're gonna go ahead and move our girl up here. And then let's see, we're gonna grab all right, I'm gonna go AoE. I'm gonna bet on us needing to clear out some waves, so I'm gonna grab Hokusai, and then we're gonna go with this. All right, and then on the back I'll go ahead and put an AoE DPS as well. We'll go here, and then let's see, I also can't use my own Castoria. And do I have any other arts supports? I mean, is Ares, she's kind of an art support, isn't she? Wait, where was her increase arts card effectiveness? Oh, it's just for herself. Never mind. Okay, yes, she's an arts servant, not an art support. When in doubt, just go waiver. That's that's the safe bet around these parts. All right, Magic the Gathering Commander decks. I never got into Magic the Gathering, not gonna lie. I was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh kid, and that was because Yu-Gi-Oh was for dumb, stupid babies before they went and apparently made the game a lot more complicated in order to make it appeal more to the Magic crowd. And yeah, my dumb, stupid baby brain just couldn't handle it. Also, I had grown up and grown out of Yu-Gi-Oh by that point, so it doesn't even really matter, but hey. All right. All right. This is the dream team. We're gonna make this work. And I'm assuming, yeah, I'm just gonna clear out some waves here, most likely. All right. Yeah, because there's no story coming into it. Okay. Why are they in such a weird formation? Why are they doing that? Freaking me out a little bit, man. Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna do this. Okay, and then first of all, this. Blue stacks. Are you kidding me? We just started. Can you not? Jesus. Ugh. Like instantaneously. They can't handle it apparently. God. All right. Let's try this again. Yes. Continue, resume, make it happen, man. Alrighty. Well, now my entire groove has been thrown off. And some might say, do you even have a groove? Yes. Yes, I do, god dang it. Increase MP gauge. Okay. And then, is there something else? Increase MP gauge for yourself, depending. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be okay. Okay. Also, Should we? No. We'll hold off on that for a second. Which one of you is the biggest boy on the yard? You. Okay. Hold. There we go. Nice. Oof. Ha ha ha, get fucked. Alright, dejection. Oh yeah, I forgot. Every one of them has attack names that are very sad and depressing because they represent the types of abuse that Artoria went through while she was a child, which is not cool. Very, very cringe behavior from all these dumb, stupid fairies. Alright, we're gonna do that and then that. Alright, come on, girl. Give all of them a good walloping. Damn, okay. That didn't do as much as I was hoping it would, but it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna make it work. You sons of bitches. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this real quick. Okay. 40, I just got back into magic. Some things you just don't outgrow. I suppose. They do come in like, a lot of them can come in waves. That's for sure. Like, I will admit that, every so often I find myself returning to certain media that I felt like I had grown out of, but turns out that I did not. The one that I usually do is Dragon Ball Z. Because, yeah, like, once in a while, I just find, like, myself searching for specific moments from Dragon Ball Z and just being like, man, that's some good shit, man. And then if I get drunk and I watch, like, certain scenes from Dragon Ball Z, I'll end up crying. Not even kidding. It's funny. Like, scenes of sad scenes in movies or anime or whatever, that stuff doesn't usually tend to get me. What usually ends up getting me, weirdly enough, is actually fucking shonen shows. Like the two anime that I feel like I've cried more often while watching than any other is yeah, DBZ and fucking My Hero Academia. So yeah, I feel like that's very much a guy thing. Like, I've heard of like other guys like talking about how they'll cry during certain scenes of, yeah, again, like you know, Dragon Ball Z or something like that. Because I don't know, I think there's something within the male psyche that just responds very with great empathy and pathos when it comes to characters who are just like trying their hardest, you know, just trying really hard, and you know, even if it breaks their bodies or if it tears their soul apart or, you know, something like that, but they end up succeeding in the end. That's like there's something in men's brains that just responds really, really well to that type of shit. All right, let's go for the big wallops. Let's see. Completely understandable. Yeah. All right. Come on, folks, let's bring it home. Now we just got this one asshole we gotta deal with. Okay, we're gonna do this. Then let's see here.
新名
That
会
and
長
that
に
and then
は疑い
that.
もない私は最悪の
Who
責
wouldn't
任
shed
で
a
は全て
single
の
manly tear at
全ての
that?
怨恨を癒す我らが故郷権限
It's again, I think it's something that
キャメロット
you know you definitely don't cry about as a kid. It's something that as you go through life and you experience more of its hardships, I guess. Just watching characters just try their best
はてね
is something that we all respond really positively to.
まず頭よ
Because yeah, I mean, I think like there's a reason why there's a lot of
戦闘士
there's a lot of you know ASMR that's done where like the entire crux of it is just like basically if the ASMR is aimed at a man, it's by a woman who's just like, you know, gently patting their head and saying like it's like you tried your hardest today, didn't you? It's okay, you did a good job. I think that's just what like I think guys just want to be told like you're a good boy and you did your best because then they're just like I did do my best. Because a lot of times the world will tell you that your best just isn't good enough, and a lot of times you will tell yourself that your best wasn't good enough, and so it's just I think that's just those are words that or sentiments or themes that more guys feel like they need in their lives is just someone to see their effort and then to tell them, hey, I see that you're trying and I see that you're struggling, and you know, even if I can't do anything about it, I acknowledge that you are doing your best. Hey, what's up, Vic? Hope you're doing all right tonight. Appreciate you stopping in. Oh, by the way, you coming in just reminded me. I did actually go ahead and I shortened the length of my of my ads on Twitch. It's funny. Moist Critical just made a video today where he was showing like how he has his ads set up. And he has his set all the way down to like 30 seconds every hour. Whereas I think I had mine set because mine was set at like whatever Twitch defaulted it to, and I think it was set to like 3 minutes every hour, and I was like, fucking A, no. So yeah, I turned that shit way down, and so now they should only be 30 seconds every hour. Unfortunately, I can't turn them off. Like Twitch just makes it that I cannot. And I'm pretty sure I can't turn off the YouTube ads either. So hopefully at least that makes, if you ever are for anyone watching on Twitch, actually, hopefully that makes things a little bit more bearable, because yeah, that's apparently, yeah, you can only go as low as 30 seconds every hour, or you could go all the way up to 22 minutes every hour. And what fucking psychopath is having people watch 22 minutes of ads every hour of their stream? Bro, you think that's maximizing the amount of money that you're getting? No, it's not. It's not, my man, because people are leaving your shitty streams where literally half of the time they're watching an ad. That's outrageous. Jesus. Didn't ask to be perceived this hard. How dare you? Hey man, I'm just saying what all of us are thinking out loud, man. Someone's got to do it. And it's also funny, like I even remember back when Fauna was was still on HoloLive, and she was playing Hitman because she's like obsessed with that game. But she was talking about how like, is this the peak male physique? Just look like Agent 47. It's all right, even if you're bald, you can just look like Agent 47. And then she talked about how she feels it's really sad because she feels that guys don't get complimented often enough, and then all the comments underneath that clip are just all dudes talking about how this one woman said that I had nice eyes and I've held on to that compliment for the last 15 years. Oh man. Oh, it's sad, but it's true. And I mean, I think what we need to do is we need to normalize guys just complimenting one another, like, you know, like, and not just like complimenting like each other's, you know, clothing or something like that, just like, I don't know, like complimenting the way we look and stuff like that, just being like, I don't know, saying like, hey man, your hair looks good today, bro, or you know, I don't know, just something, because guys are mostly like waiting around for compliments from women. We don't need women to be complimenting us, man. We could circle jerk perfectly fine on our own. So I think that's something that should probably, you know, become a little bit more normalized, you know. Would you still get revenue from shortening the duration? Yes, but not as much, but it's fine, it's whatever. I don't think YouTube ads can be completely turned off or control them, I guess. Well, the thing is that even if you do set them to I don't know about live stream ads. I only know about like ads on videos, because that's what everybody on YouTube talks about. And I know that even if they go in and manually set ads to play only at certain areas of the video or something, YouTube will come in and just like overhaul the system and then reset everyone's ad preferences. So then, you know, an ad plays at the beginning of the video, and then like every 15 minutes during the video, and then at the end of the video, even if the person who uploaded the video doesn't want them to be like that. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that one. That's masochistic levels. Yeah, imagine listening to some streamer that wants to tell you something and it interrupts it at the wrong time. Yeah, and that's another thing that Moist Critical is talking about, is like, unlike with TV ads, you're missing content when an ad comes in on a live stream, unless like the streamer knows that an ad is starting, which I guess you could probably know that if you like look at the dashboard or something like that. But like, I honestly don't know when my when an ad shows up for my stream. I guess unless like someone in the chat says so, that's the only way I would be able to know. And so then like during that time, like they say they'll maybe like stretch or take a lap or two, or, you know, drink some water or something, until the ad ends, and then they continue on with whatever they're doing. So that could be something that maybe I could do if it's really ends up becoming an issue. But again, like now that it's only like 30 seconds, it shouldn't be that bad. Hey man, we're supposed to be robots while the others can have emotions. I don't give a damn what the way this stuff is where I am. Just march on. That's all. The robot in him has reached his core, and now it has become a CPU. Ads on YouTube is a pain compared to Twitch, I guess. Is it? I mean, ads in general are just terrible. Like everywhere, on YouTube, on Twitch, on any website. Yeah, I've taken off, like, you know, the Brave shields and whatnot while I'm on a website, and then just like seeing all of the ads, it's like the website gains a bunch of growths all over it, and I'm just like, what the fuck? How does anyone read anything on the internet when it looks like this, and they're not using an ad blocker, which I think like a lot of people actually aren't, which is crazy. All right. Time to get to reading. Let's go. This happened when I was 12 years old. So you're 12 now. You've done well to grow this far. Right. I think it's time I sent you on an errand. I'm a little worried about letting you go all alone, but you are stronger now that you can use Magecraft. You know where Drift Cape is, yes? There's an Earth Clan fairy living there. I'd like you to bring this to him. Just make sure you're back by nightfall. I'm sure this will go fine. Oh, it's a nice house. Huh? No way. Could that house be... That's a nice house. I like it. I'm sure there's nothing insidious going on inside of that pleasant facade. Love when websites bark on you to turn it off while you have shitware shoved in your face when you do. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. There was no mistaking it. That lone house on top of the cape was an iron theme park. An artisan workshop like Merlin had told me about. What did you call it? An iron theme park? Okay. The kind of place at the very top of my bucket list. The kind that couldn't be found in Tintagel. It's a smithy! Oh boy. Whoa, cool! Whoa, this is amazing! Even I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I couldn't have acted more suspicious if I tried. I probably looked like a burglar. So it was no surprise when... What are you doing here, girl? Are you trying to get your head split open? How come he gets eyeballs? Eee, this is an important character. Ah! Our first meeting couldn't have gone worse. His name was Hector. He was a blacksmith of the Earth Clan. He was an eccentric who'd been living on the Cape for hundreds of years, and everyone in the village feared him. He was really stubborn and kind of scary looking, but he was a true friend and never once lied to me. Something bad's gonna happen to him, isn't there? Yeah, that leather pouch is from Tintagel. So you weren't trying to steal my iron. You were bringing me some? So you're not a burglar, huh? So this is from the Tintagel Elder. What was that? I can't hear you. Speak up. Enunciate. Louder. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Hector's hearing was poor, so I had to be really loud if I wanted him to hear me. What's more, he hated fairies. Both his inner voice and his heart were dripping with pitch black hatred. I mean, the more I'm learning about them, the more I hate them too. He's gonna kill me if I stay here too long. He really is going to split my head open with that hammer. My excitement about being in a real smithy gone, I decided to leave the Elder's package and beat a hasty retreat. Ugh. But then... Wait, let me get a good look at you. You're the child of prophecy, aren't you? I see. So it's already been 12 years since Ansel made her prophecy. Get back to your village. This is no place for a young girl. I live out in this backwater, so I don't have to see anyone. Don't you ever come here again, got it? I don't have time to deal with the child of prophecy. Yes, sir. Sorry for the intrusion. To be fair, Fae are huge dicks. Exactly. Yeah, I do not blame this man whatsoever. Yeah, he is fully justified in his hatred. In a panic, I made my way out of his house, just avoiding the hammer he threw my way. I ran from the cape and straight back to the village. My steps were slow and plodding, with even less pep than usual. And we're back in this shithole. And then we're back in this place. I came back. Didn't I tell you to stay away? What are you doing here? Why didn't you listen to me? Is every fairy with that face actually a boar? Or maybe a bear? Oh boy. Don't touch that, that's processed iron. It'll give any fairy who touches it awful hot. Looks like you're okay, I see. You might look like a Wind Clan fairy, but you're actually with the Demon Boar Clan. Of course, there's no such thing as the Demon Boar Clan. So you're not afraid of iron or the forge, huh? What, you got an interest in them? I see. I see. Yeah, she keeps going back to spend time with him. Like, those fucking fairies are gonna kill him, aren't they? Back again, are you? Well, I doubt anyone else in that village would want to spend time with me. Your outfit's rubbish. Nice that it has a lot of pockets, but the seams and finish are horrible. Here, give your elder a message for me. I thought for a second he said massage. I was like, why? I thought he was gonna tell her to give him a massage. He was like, come here, girlie. Respect your elders and give me a massage. And I was gonna do like a complete 180, like, bro, I was rooting for you. I thought we were friends, but then like you pull this shit on me? Jeez. Luckily though, it's all good. False alarm. Tell him I'll give him a discount if he sends someone to help me. Really? Hector, does that mean? Don't call me Hector. Just Grandpa Smithy is fine. Oh, that's cute, actually. Grandpa Smithy. You'd better be here every other day to help out. Got that? Ugh. I don't know who taught you how to hold a tool, but you're doing it all wrong. You're going to hurt yourself that way. You gotta learn the fundamentals. Can't have you dying in a shop accident and ruining my reputation. If you're really interested in learning what it takes to be a smith, I can teach you. But don't expect me to pay you. If anything, you ought to be paying me for these lessons. I'll put it all on a tab so you can pay me back when you make it big. When you make it big, when you're big and famous. And so I began studying a new field in preparation for my journey as the child of prophecy. Hector was rough and intimidating, but he also excelled at fine craftsmanship and intricate ornamentation. A year after I started helping him, I learned that Hector was famous in certain circles as a master smith. I found out he didn't just take jobs from other villages in southwest Britain. He also occasionally got special orders from big cities like Salisbury, Oxford, and even as far off as Manchester. For example, Blonde Fairy. Excuse me, is Sir Hector in? Hey Lee, how you doing? Hope your night's going well. Hope your weekend is treating you good. Appreciate you stopping in. We're just, we really just started, so you haven't really missed anything. But yeah, continuing on with Lost Belt 6. It was the first time a customer had shown up personally at Hector's workshop. Hold up, gotta drink a little bit here. Oh yeah, there we go. Lurking, been well. I appreciate the lurk. Everybody loves lurkers. Every streamer loves their lurkers. They pump up the numbers and don't give any trouble. I mean, yeah, I'm kidding. I appreciate it. Sir Hector, are you here? I'm Gawain. I sent you an order some time ago. Oh shit. Oh, that's how she knows, Bargist. I don't know if it was intentional or if she just couldn't hear me, but she ignored me completely. So you're Gawain, huh? Never thought I'd see another Tomlin. I can see you're a strong one. You ought to be able to handle this armor then. It's all ready to go in the back room. If it fits all right, I can pick it up for you today. Give me a hand, Altria, and make sure you don't drop it. It ain't cheap. There's no need for that. If it fits well, I'll just wear it out. I see. All right, come with me then. Altria, you stay here and tidy up. I heard the clatter of armor being put on in the back room, along with Hector and the fairy's conversation. Apparently, she was an amazing upper-class Fang Clan fairy who had been chosen to become a Tomlin. She was also well known in Gloucester's social circles, had impeccable manners, was as strong as she was tall, and she obviously had enough money to buy the silver armor Hector had been working on for the last 4 years. 4 years? God damn. Oh wait, so I'm assuming that he was just making that armor, and then she bought it. Luckily, it fits her then. For some reason, I found myself getting angry. There's our girl. There's Bargist. God damn, she is. I gotta honestly say, I think she is so pretty. Like there's just something about her face and the angle at which she looks at you. There's something. Her face is good civilization. That is what I'll say. This is fantastic work, Sir Ector. I'm grateful you were here to do it.
Huh. It was a fulfilling job. The only one I've had since I came here.
Really? I would think an artisan of your skill could easily find work anywhere. I know this is rude of me to suggest, but my own city still lacks a sizable smithy. If you think you might be amenable to moving there... Huh? What the hell is she on about? Did you hear that? It almost sounded like a bullfrog, or maybe a night crow.
Stay out of this, you idiot! Don't you know she's a Tomlin?
But come on, Grandpa? Who the hell does she think she is, trying to persuade you to move away?
I won't deny that I had something of a foul mouth by this point. I blame Merlin for that. Still, I really was pissed, so I marched up to the Tomlin and glared at her, hoping it'd make her leave. Oh, that's cute. I can just imagine like a small little Altria just like stomping her way up to Bargus, who's probably like literally triple her height, and just being like, just like really giving her the pouty, puffy cheek anime eyes, and like just trying to intimidate her into leaving. Oh, you must be Sir Ector's apprentice. I can understand how you feel. I would be sad to part ways with a trusted mentor as well. I am therefore willing to forgive this outburst. But regardless, don't talk to me again until you've grown up some. When you're as tall as I am, it's a literal pain in the neck to talk to smaller people. Damn! Not that I imagine anyone of your size could ever even begin to understand what it's like. Sheesh! Just throwing shade at a child, why don't you? Granted, I throw shade at children all the time, so who am I to judge? And with that, the Tomlin up and left. It was clear she had forgotten all about me the moment she stopped speaking to me. Her signature on Ector's order slip didn't say Gawain. It said Bargust. Some weird curse kept me from reading it, but since I can always tell when someone is lying, I could see through it. I'm gonna remember that name. You see if I don't. And so time continued forward.
Not bad. I ran out of things to teach you in only 4 years. Apprentice or not, you're a fully fledged smith now. Not much we can do about your lack of magical energy, though.
So she's 16 now, so this is the year. This is when she leaves, right?
How are things with the village fairies? Do they still believe you're the child of prophecy?
Things are the same as ever there. Half the village still doesn't believe I am. Everyone wants to send the child of prophecy on her way, though, so things more or less work out. What about you, Grandpa? Do you really think I'm the child of prophecy?
Why ask me? I couldn't care less about Tintangle. Now go gather some sand from the beach. We need to make a lot of jewelry starting tomorrow. There's a festival coming up in the Catsith village soon, and they ordered a bunch of cheap trinkets.
Ector was very good with his hands, so in addition to weapons, armor, and household items, he also made jewelry. It's good to diversify your services rendered. His workbench was always covered with different kinds of ornaments and accessories. He said they were just cheap trinkets meant to fool children, but for someone like me who'd only ever had one outfit to call her own, they may as well have been the crown jewels. They glittered like stars in the night sky, red, blue, green, and sometimes even yellow. Apparently, I had a habit of stopping what I was doing and gazing at the barrettes that were all arrayed on the workbench. One day, on my second autumn of helping there, Ector saw me absorbed in them and said,
If If you want, go ahead and take one to keep for reference. I can write it off within the margin of error.
For a smith, the margin of error refers to products that are cracked or broken in the process of making something. Of course, Hector would never make anything defective, but he was kind enough to offer me one anyway, to encourage me. But thanks, but no thanks. If I brought something of my own back, they just take it away again. I was thrilled that he offered it to me. I wanted so much to accept it that my vision blurred with tears. But the fairies of Tentacle had proved that the staff of selection that I could never have anything I really cared about.
Man,
why are they such douches? Still, it did help me remember a conversation I'd had when I was younger. It was with Merlin when I was recklessly working one day and night to try and move things along as fast as I could.
All right, Merlin voice. What was I doing for the Merlin voice? I think I was basically doing Oberon, but maybe a little bit more Fae or theater gay, since Oberon is gone now. Ooh, oh, stop yawning. Oh, it's over. It's over. All right.
Man, it sucks when things that should have disappeared long ago just stick around, like those narrow-minded fairies who keep trying to control you.
Oh yeah, no, I was doing fucking Alfred from VeggieTales. All right.
This is the worst. Everyone in Britain is so awful now. Just kidding. But if that's how you feel, Altria, you should say so. It's okay to want what you want. You don't have to deny yourself. Now, what is it you want the most right now? Don't be embarrassed, just tell me. I want a spell that can blow an enemy to smithereens. Here, like this. I see. So you need a tool you can charge with magical energy and a spell you can use to make gunpowder explode. This is dangerously close to magical terrorism. Then again, there's no telling when or where the black dogs might come after you. Okay, I'll try putting together a little recipe.
Just instant 180, like, I mean, this could be terrorism. But anyway.
Just give me 6 days, okay? Let's see, I think there was a smith in Norwich who's an expert in this sort of thing. You're so kind and helpful, Merlin. I bet you've been on a lot of dates, haven't you? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't really understand much about that whole love business. It's a lot like food for me. Instead of thinking about my companion, all I think about is what it tastes like. That's kinda why neither fairies nor humans ever had much love for me. But then once I was suddenly thrust into a role where I had to be romantic, and I ended up being better at it than anyone else. Honestly, I'm more unsure of what that says about me than anyone. So you don't have a single lover? Even though you're the Mage of Flowers? Aren't you lonely? Maybe. Though probably not too much, since I didn't realize it until you said something. It's not something I ever worried about. I always knew it'd be forever out of reach.
Oh no, Merlin's a fucking forever aloner. I mean, it makes sense that he's the most powerful wizard then. Oh boy.
That said, for me, studying magecraft, looking for a way to save Britain, and finding a lover are all basically the same. What do you mean? What I mean is, it might be lonesome to look for a star you know doesn't exist, but it's also kind of fun.
That is one way to look at it. That's a good way to not make yourself turn into an incel. Good on you, Merlin.
Then on the morning I turned 16, the village fairies all gathered in town square and told me,
"We want to see proof that you really are the child of prophecy. That blacksmith who lives on the cliff is an Imperial guard. You're the only one he's not wary of. You're the only one he trusts. If you're truly the fairy destined to save Britain, then kill him for us. Please, please, we're so anxious. Our every day is filled with fear. So go on, prove you can protect us by taking care of him." Wow.
God, they're just really shitty. Like, in every way that they can be pieces of shit, they take it immediately. They're just like, is there any way that we haven't been a piece of shit yet? And someone raises their hand with an idea and they're like, don't even need to hear it, let's do it. That was the end of my autumn memories. All right. No more autumn memories? But autumn's the best season, man. Come on. Summer memories. Come on, summer memories have to be nicer, right? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, a Avenger. So I need me a moon cancer. Well, this'll work out just fine. Let's see. There we go. Got myself a little Koyenskaya here, and then on the back end, I'll go ahead and put, where's she at? There she is. Is BB the only moon cancer I have? I'm pretty sure. If I have more than just her, I think it's like it has to only be like one, and I don't believe I've leveled them at all. Yeah. Yep, okay. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We can make this work. We can make this work. Then on the back end, I think maybe let's see here. I guess I'll just put a berserker, I suppose. Let's see. Yep, let's go. Where's Morgan? There she is. Okay, and then do I have a single target berserker maybe? You know what? It's fine. Again, we'll go waiver because. All right, and then over here we'll give you this, and then for you, we'll give you this, and then you get that. All right. You remember these guys all die, and she made it sound back then, chapter 5 or something, that they liked her. Yeah, she did say that they liked her, which seems like a goddamn lie. Wish there were more moon cancers to fight. Yeah, I don't feel like I ever have need of moon cancers or ever fight moon cancers either. Also, goddammit, it's single target. Okay. All right, let's get in there. Go. Okay, and then increase MP strength and MP gauge. There we go. Okay, and then do that. Then here. Okay. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's Long Boy. He is a long boy. And he's so big, like, when she picks him up, it's kind of like she picked up, like, a big old worm. Okay, we got him down about 50%. That's alright. Lie, coercion, sacrifice. Damn. Jet Melazine MP for AoE or go full crit build for single target. I mean, even against enemies that she doesn't have class advantage against. Suppose, like, if you build her hard enough, like, yeah, she could probably
She could probably make it work. Okay. All right. We'll do that, and then that, and then that.
こっちこっち
Ooh. There we go. Sin. Lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Interesting. Lie, 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 lie.
で耐えますまだ
How many people know that deep cut there? Let's go. All right, we're gonna do that, and then that, and then
惨
that.
めですね私を
Look on the bright side, there's like 5 Moon Cancer servants next year. I think 2 of them are 4 stars as well. Hey, there you go. Honestly, though, I think it's harder to get the. If you want to get a 4-star or like an SR character in a gacha, I think it's actually harder to do than get a 5-star that you want. Honestly. Ruler is neutral for all minus Berserker, Avenger, and Moon Cancer. Yeah. Alright. That and that. Everyone gets a little something something.
星の宇宙物見の歌楽園の端から君に聞かせよう罪なき者のに通る
Oh wait,
ガーデン・オブ・アバロン
oh wait. Jet Melazine? Is that Summer Melazine or something? Or are you still talking about regular Melazine? Oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you have a face all of a sudden? Don't do that again. I hate that.
困った
Alright.
ま
And then let's see. Is this going to be a GG? We will
惨
CC.
めですね
MP5 to Mama, but only MP4 Anne and MP2 Surfmo.
被弾
Surfmo.
したエゴに待つ
Oh, Morgan.
カーストカ
Gotcha.
ッティングクレーター思い知りましたターゲット
And then you thought you were safe, but you weren't.
戦闘終了お役に立
Mordred.
てました
Yeah. Oh wait, did I say Morgan? I might have said Morgan. Yeah, I meant Mordred. Ugh. Apparently, the Earth Clan fairy living on the Cape used to be one of Queen Morgan's Imperial Guards a long time ago. Wait, was he that knight that was traveling with Ash that had his face covered? Or no, did he have his face covered? I can't remember, but that was him, right? He was the one traveling with Ash and with Habitrot in the past when MASH showed up there. Yes? Okay. Damn. The village fairy's worry was genuine. They really did believe that killing Ector would keep the village safe. Ruler Melazine is the only jet around besides Zerkerlot. all these nicknames that the fan base has for all these different servants. Mysterious Heroine X is also like a jet. Yeah. So they closed in around me and begged me in all sincerity, "Please kill him for us. If you really are the child of prophecy, then kill the Queen's agent for us." It would have been almost impossible to refuse. So like always, I took the easy way out. And so, MHXX's mecha, not fighter jet. I mean, for her third ascension, she is when she's not in her suit anymore. Oh, and there's also Summer Okita as well. Hammer pork chopper. Okay, I will. I am the child of prophecy after all. I decided to do what they wanted of me and went off to kill my friend. This is why I said I could never have anything I really cared about. Jetpack, not jet. You're splitting hairs here. You're getting really semantic about it. It's like it.
if she has a jet pack, then she's essentially a jet. I have to kill him. 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 If I don't kill him, they'll think I'm an imposter, and they'll kill me instead. It was easy to sneak in since Ector was hard of hearing. He was sleeping on his stone bed, completely defenseless. In my hand, I had a rusty iron knife the fairies had given me. The truth is, it wasn't impossible to refuse. I was just scared. Scared of being called an imposter. Scared of getting beaten for being useless. Scared that my life so far might have been for nothing. And so... yeah! I got so fed up and angry that I brought the knife down as hard as I could. Oh well, maybe things will work out. I sheathed the now chipped knife and began walking the dark path back to the village. I was practically trembling with fear, but I also knew the village fairies were simple folk. I was almost strangely optimistic that I could get out of this, as long as I explained everything.
Don't let her fool you, she didn't kill the blacksmith. I was watching the whole time, she didn't do anything to him. She just cut one of his helmets. And that's not all. I know her magecraft is fake too. It's all just smoke and gunpowder. She's not the child of prophecy. She's not special at all. What did she say? Is that true? She couldn't kill the Imperial Guard. She wouldn't kill one of Morgan's agents. Then she can't be the child of prophecy. I knew it didn't make sense.
I tried to run away, but the village fairies were all stronger than me and had more magical energy too.
Grab Castor. Grab the liar. Hand her over to Woodwose's executioners as a child of prophecy imposter.
They caught me in no time and threw me in an underground jail. The fairy who accused me was smiling so smugly, so triumphantly, but I wasn't surprised. Whenever she talked to me claiming to be my friend, she was always consumed with envy and doubt. She wasn't a bad person. It was just fairy nature.
No, she was a bad person. Whoops, Jesus Christ. God damn, man, calm down.
Yeah, no, even if it's like, even if it's part of like your culture or like, cause I don't want to say anything is a you know, part of any certain like sections like nature to be a certain way, but like if your culture requires you to, you know, do things that bring harm to others, or if it's okay with the with harm being brought to other people, then yeah, no, that's a shit culture, and you're a little bit of a shit person for going along with it. Even when you know someone is objectively worse off than you are, you just can't help but be jealous when they're treated like they're special.
Man. All right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep my hair out of my face here, even if it my hairline looks stupid because of it.
After that, life in the village became very hectic. Woodwose's executioners, a horrific group of soldiers who went around capturing fairies suspected of being the child of prophecy and taking them to the castle. They were to arrive in Tintagel in 3 days, and I was waiting for them in my cell until then.
Yeah, I really need a haircut, man. It's time, bro. Maybe I'll do that like towards the middle or end of the month. Pro Queen Fairy. So you finally showed your true colors. I can't wait to hand you over to the High Queen. I never believed you were the child of prophecy. There's no way a fairy like you could be our savior. I don't want to hand you over to Woodwose, but everyone else says that's what needs to be done with imposters. But is it really so important? Pro child of prophecy fairy? Huh. It's awful that things have come to this. We were so close, so very close. But then I suppose it was always too much to hope for.
This village would have disappeared the year you washed up on our shore if you hadn't come along. You and the treasure that was on your boat gave us hope, but now the treasure's all gone. Soon our village will be... Then again, if we all tell Woodwoes you're the genuine article, maybe we can still get a sizable reward. I'm sorry, Caster. I tried to talk the others out of it. I really did. Now, I don't believe you. Fuck you, Mom. Go away. I don't want to see you again. The fuck out of my face, bitch. I'm so sad things have turned out this way, too. You really did do your best for us. A lot of fairies came to visit me in jail, each for their own reasons. The fairies of Tintagel were divided right down the middle into supporters of the Queen and supporters of the Child of Prophecy. The fact that I was in jail must mean that the pro-Queen fairies had gained a numbers advantage. There was no fairy left who could rescue me, but there were some who were willing to look the other way if I escaped, and I figured that was enough. Either way, everything hinged on what would happen in 3 days. I would have one chance left to escape after they let me out of jail, right before they handed me over to the executioners. I made sure to stay in shape so I could run whenever I needed to, and kept a constant eye out for opportunities. You better believe I'm going to escape. I've been training my whole life to go on this pilgrimage. I can't let it end before it even begins.
Yeah, none of that. We won't be having none of that around here. The protagonist will not be denied.
Hearing commotion outside, I thought the executioners must have come and readied myself to escape.
Oh, damn.
So you're still alive, huh? Huh. Guess not even these fairies were that stupid.
Hector, what are you doing here? What happened to you?
What, this? Don't worry about it. I had to beat a few fairies up to get here. But never mind that. You've got to go. Here, put this on. It's no helmet, but this hat should help protect your head and hide your face at least a little.
Huh? You mean you're here to help me escape? Oh, this hat's so cute and stylish. I knew you had good taste, Hector.
Stow the compliments. Here, I got this back for you. It was always yours anyway.
It was the staff of selection that had been taken from me when I was a child. 9 years had gone by since I last saw it, but it still felt like an extension of my body. Though sadly, it looked like it had long since lost Merlin's flippant voice.
Go on now, hurry. It won't be long before Woodwoes' executioners.
Uh-oh.
Hector!
Don't call me by that name. It'll only bring you bad luck. I took out the guards, but there'll be new ones here soon. We need to get you out of here while it's still dark. Run as far and as fast as you can. If you can make it to Salisbury Plains. What was that? It's coming from outside.
What's going on? Uh-oh.
At the time, I could only imagine what the executioners had come and set the village on fire.
I can't believe it. I knew they said they would have to cut down the number of mouths to feed for winter, but killing each other over it? That's not just stupid, it's downright pitiful.
Wait, really? Oh, Woodwoes! I get to do Woodwoes' voice at least one last time. Okay, I gotta remember how to do it though. What was it like? It's like,
what's going on here? Why are the fairies who called for us killing each other? Who's in charge here? Where's the Child of Prophecy?
please stand back, Lord Woodwoes. These fairies have all gone mad. We can't question them now. What would you have us do, sir?
Oh, damn bloodthirsty fools! Baton warrior wielders, exterminate the residents. Spear wielders, guard the exits. We can't let any of them escape now. Don't bother putting out the fires until the fairies have been dealt with. But make sure to capture any fairy who could be the Child of Prophecy alive. Her Majesty's orders.
Man, I remember the first time I ever did his voice. I was like, that is such a fun voice. I love that voice that I gave him. Miss Woodwoes, can't we bring him back like we did Knock?
No, you fool! Get out of here! Get out of my face! Go! Get out! Stupid fool! Leave!
No! I didn't have any particular plan. Heck, I didn't even have time to think. But just as I was about to make a run for the town square to try and rescue everyone...
Stop, Altria. You'll never make it in time. You need to get away from here now. Besides, why would you want to help them? They were going to sell you anyway.
I know, but... they were still the fairies I'd grown up with. They may have lied to me almost nonstop for my entire life, but that didn't mean I could just abandon them.
Oh, you're too much of a good girl.
You fool. Just come with me, damn it. They're here for the Child of Prophecy. Once you're gone, there won't be a reason for the executioners to be here anymore. Once we reach the cover of the forest, you can do whatever you want.
Grandpa took my hand and ran.
Oh, there we are. You can go the rest of the way alone. I fought some of Woodwose's soldiers on the way, so it won't be long before more show up. You need to get away from here before they do.
What about you, Grandpa? I don't suppose you could come with me?
No, I can't. I still have work left to do. Once I'm sure you've escaped, I'll be heading right back to my forge on the Cape, and that'll be that. You've been nothing but trouble, girl. Don't visit me again.
But Hector, you're... I couldn't help it. I could see his kind-hearted lies. I could see the deep wounds to his sides, though he'd hidden with his clothes. I could see how his strong back had practically been cut to ribbons. And I could see that his falling heart would stop entirely once I took my eyes off him.
Right. You fairies of paradise really are a pain, aren't you? The village is done for. The executioners are here.
Yeah, and he recognized her. Like he saw Ash like immediately. So that's why he had a soft spot for her. What is he? Fate's Hell's Angel? Motorcycle club looking ass. Yeah, our boy do be a little rough around the edges, but he's got a heart of gold, man.
Hold your head high. Grip your staff tight. Now is the time to begin your journey, Altria. Remember, no matter what anyone says, even if you don't believe it yourself, you are the Child of Prophecy. You could have killed me that night, but you didn't. That's who you really are. No matter how much Britain rejects you, or how much the fairies shun you, or even how much weaker you are than them, you're still a better choice for savior than anyone else. I don't think you ever realized this yourself, but you're just not capable of getting angry for your own sake. And besides, you're the spitting image of her.
Aww.
A stubborn, sore loser who keeps getting back up no matter how many times she falls. That's why I know you'll see your chosen path through to the end.
No! I want to go back to the forge and live with you at the Cape. That'd be way more fun. Besides, once I turn 17, the prophecy won't be true anymore, and I won't make any more trouble for you.
Oh.
But that dream would never come true. He never even heard what I wanted to say. I don't know who Grandpa was or why he did so much for me. All I know is the heartbeat I can still hear today. The sound of my own still living heart. Right. That's right. The one thing I have going for me is my ability to quickly cheer up, no matter how many times I'm brought down. I secured my new hat atop my head and gripped the staff of selection tight. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for raising me until I turned 16. I'm the Fairy of Paradise. I'm the one who's meant to bring Britain the salvation it really needs. So I'm going to begin my pilgrimage now, just like you wanted me to.
She's too good, man.
Boom. Boom. But That was easier said than done. Forget beginning my pilgrimage, I couldn't even get anyone to take me seriously. I tried to meet with the head of the Wind Clan in Salisbury, but the rebel army turned me away at the door. I tried doing a few odd jobs in response to their demands that I prove I was the child of prophecy, but...
Like killing a guy in his sleep?
Which hole in the woods did you crawl out of? Your clothes are a mess, and you've got almost no magical energy. But at least you're a decent worker. Nice job taking care of the Moors on the highway. I don't know how many centuries it'll take you, but hey, good luck saving Britain. We don't need the Child of Prophecy here anyway, girlie. We have Lady Aurora looking out for us. But the fairies are waiting for the Child of Prophecy. Ah, don't let them fool you, they're just pretending. Fairies latch onto anything that seems like fun, or even just whatever's trendy. Nobody actually wants or believes in the Child of Prophecy. We'd all love it if Morgan went away, but her aside, we're happy with the way things are now.
Ah, the banality of evil.
After being laughed off, I used my anger as fuel to take me from west to east and back again, fooling myself into thinking that starting with smaller villages would yield better results than big cities. I went around the forests visiting all kinds of places, but it was no different. Everywhere I went, people laughed at me, used me, and dropped me like so much garbage. On the surface, they were all for the Child of Prophecy, but on the inside... Isn't there anything more fun to do? Now I see. They all love rumors about the Child of Prophecy, but the actual child is just a big pain. I had no one to teach me and no companions to commiserate with. Every fairy in Britain hated me the second they laid eyes on me. Since humans had no love for fairies either, all I could do was travel alone. This is hard. Really hard.
Aww.
Consumed by depression, I decided to go to the nameless woods. I didn't have a particular plan in mind. I just wanted to be someone other than myself, even if only for a little while. But the curse of the nameless woods didn't even affect fairies from paradise. So much for that.
And then that's where we met her. Ah, man, the nameless woods. That was a while back. I also realized, like, it feels like this Lost Belt, more so than any of the others so far, is kind of like a sadistic novel, or a Sadean novel. I don't know which one it would be called, but the fucking French author Sade. I don't remember what the rest of his name is, but he is infamous for first of all his like personality, and then also his books, which are all just complete libertine, sadistic, depraved, disgusting pieces of literature that are basically just like, they have plots, but they're basically like a loose string of events tied together in order to give the guy like ways to be able to describe the most depraved, sadistically pornographic like smut that you could ever imagine, and then mixed in there with musings on theology and law and philosophy and all that sort of stuff. And it's just like the plots are usually just detailing the suffering of the characters in the books, which I do believe that his work is where the term sadist or sadistic comes from, because again, his name was Sade. So yeah, like that's what this Lost Belt kind of feels like, because it's like largely, or at least like what Altria's story feels like, because it's mostly this whole thing is just, Altria just having a shitty life, for basically her entire life, from the moment she woke up all the way up to this point. Like, yeah, she's just had a gross, shitty life.
So I just pretended to have lost my memory and went off to the newcomer tent to sulk. But then a new fairy was carried in.
Mash?
He had lost his memory and was in such bad shape, both physically and mentally, that I felt like I had to help him. But most of all, I thought, if he's forgotten about the child of prophecy, maybe there's a chance we could be friends.
And we did. We did become friends. We're best friends, bro.
That's the end of my summer memories.
All right, there we go. And hopefully from this point onward, you know, her life has been a lot better, at least by her reckoning. Spring memories. Oh yeah, and all the little platforms are different. A moment a planet is born. Ah, okay. And no battles for this one.
This is it! We're finally to the spring memories! And since they're spring, I'm sure they're going to be lots of fun. I bet any obstacles we run into here will be total pushovers, so you won't have to worry much about taking them down.
Oh yeah, like the closer we get to the center tower, like the easier they become, right? Oh, and there she goes again. I was hoping we wouldn't have to fight any more of those Moors.
Me too. If those really are Altria's memories given physical form, then I can only imagine how painful they must be for her.
Also, what the fuck is this music? I can't tell if it's happy or not. Okay, no. It's more melancholy.
Even just facing them as Moors makes me feel like my heart's being gouged out of my chest.
Don't worry, that's all done with now that we're past summer. Spring memories are fun times, and fun times only. The only kinds of obstacles I'd expect to see here are things like, there'll probably be Altria herself dressed to the nines, or an enormous feast full of delicious foods.
That's all well and good, but before we start fighting, there's one thing I want to clear up. You said that the Fairy of Paradise who rings all the bells of pilgrimage becomes the sacred sword itself, right? Does that mean Altria's gonna disappear once it's done?
Yes, that's right. Creating the sacred sword's conceptual foundation will destroy everything she was, is, and ever will be. That is the Fairy of Paradise's duty, her function, and even then, the sacred sword won't be easy to forge. Everything about her, every experience she's had, all her memories, even spirit origin, her very fate will be used as materials to make it. It is not a sacrifice, it is an equivalent exchange.
Oh, he said a thing. He said a Full Metal Alchemist.
And it has to be her. It can't be anyone else.
And yeah, no, she knows this.
I know how you all feel, but please understand, this really is the only way. She knew that what would happen when she entered the spirit cavern. Yes, the situation may have forced her hand, but she's still heading to the site of selection of her own free will.
Oh.
Huh? You're all here? Altria?
Wait, you're back already? That doesn't seem right.
We still haven't fought anything.
I see. Well, that was easy, huh? It was literally over before I knew it.
Does that mean she doesn't have any good memories? Oh, baby girl.
So that's the site of selection on top of that hill, huh? Okay, last one there's a rotten egg.
I can't believe it. All those horrible memories, and even at the end, she...
I know. It just ain't right. But you know, really, if nothing else, I'm glad you're so damn pissed off about it. So look, whatever happens next, just let the old man here handle it.
Paramasa? What do you mean by...
Never mind that now. Come on, we need to run, or she really will go on ahead of us. Either way, this is the end of her long journey. Let's see how this mission of hers plays out.
Gotta clear my throat. Kick it over here, baby pop. Ah. Oh yeah, there we go. Whew. Site of selection. Here we go. No battles again. Let's find out what happens the moment a planet is born. Whenever I close my eyes, this is where I'd be. Whenever I sleep, this is where I'd be. No, that's wrong. It's a lie. Whether my eyes are open or closed, whether I'm asleep or awake, this is how the world has always looked to me. The wind, the clouds, they're not really a storm. They're all people's voices. It's so awful to look at that I've put out my own eyes. It's so horrible to hear that I've plugged up my ears. But it didn't matter. Nothing banished the darkness or made the wind stop howling. This is the tainted land where I need to fulfill my duty as the fairy of paradise. I can't do this. I can't do this. But no one would listen no matter how loud I screamed. Besides, the wind was blowing so fiercely, I couldn't even hear myself. After everything I experienced in the village, and getting to know more fairies better, the storm only intensified. I have no idea which direction I should go, or what I should even look for. I know how this sounds, but Queen Morgan was honestly kind of lucky. She wanted to make Britain into her own kingdom. It was thanks to that powerful, envy-inspiring goal of hers that she navigated the storm without losing her way. But I don't have anything like that. Not one single thing. I hate Britain. I hate fairies. I hate humans. Hey, you know what? Fair. So how could I ever see a way through this storm? No, that's not right. I could see a way. It was shown to me when I rang the bells of pilgrimage. Altria Pendragon, King of Britain. When I heard that she was my proper human history self, I thought I was going to throw up. The ideal knight. A king who lived her whole life for others and sacrificed all she had for Britain's future. I don't want to end up like her. I could never live a life like that. But to create the sword is to also determine her fate. Without the sacred sword, her life would be different. Without the sacred sword, Britain would come to a different end. Forget this. I should just give up. Yeah, that's it. After all, I'm the only one who can save her. That's when I thought to myself each and every time I heard the bells ring. But I can still see that star. I don't know what that star is. I do know it's not my dream, my goal, or something I care about. But it's always been there ever since I was born. It may have grown small and weak at times, but it was always there no matter how intense this storm got. I don't know where I want to go. I don't care about my duty. I just want to forget all this Child of Prophecy stuff. So why? I never stopped moving forward. I didn't want to give up. I couldn't let this storm beat me. I don't get it. Why am I so obstinate? What is it that's stopping me from throwing my life away? That's what oh, man. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, man. Jeez. As a fairy of paradise, I didn't have a spring. I didn't have much of anything. That's why I at least want to know why I couldn't just give up. I'm no queen. I'm no savior. So what brought an ordinary nobody like me so far? What did that tiny star mean for an ordinary girl like me? Was it love? Was it friendship? Ooh, that's pretty. Is this the site of selection? The forge meant to make the sacred sword?
That's right. That thing in the middle there is the furnace, the center of the universe. That's where the fairy of paradise is meant to go.
The center of the universe, huh?
All you have to do is stand there, and the sacred sword will come into being. And not just for this lost belt either. It will also finally bestow you with the sacred sword, the one whose concept was wiped clean from your world. And it won't just be something a heroic spirit temporarily reproduces. It'll be a weapon capable of defeating an invader from a foreign world for the humans of this time period.
Does that mean doing this will save Relly and Mash's world?
It will make the impossible possible. They will go from having no chance to having a small chance.
It will? Well, that's all the more reason to do this. Britain will go back to the way it used to be, and it'll save the outside world too. What more could we ask for? But it'll also mean...
Ellipses.
Hey, what's wrong? You both look almost sick. What is it? Do you need the rest to rest up outside? It's okay if you do. This probably won't take too long anyway.
It's not that. You know what this is about, you stinker.
Yes, that's right. Creating the sacred sword's conceptual foundation will destroy everything she was, is, never will be.
I mean, we just saw that a little bit ago. You don't have to repeat it. Come on, Altria, this is nuts. You don't gotta do this, man.
Don't be silly, Relly. You're the one who praised me for not running away. Okay, here goes.
She's just going to do it. Damn.
Oh no.
Not the custom artwork.
Oh, since I won't have another chance to say this, I need to get something off my chest. I hated every minute of my life. Everything about it. Humans, fairies, Britain, my duty, everything. Fighting is terrifying. Hatred is exhausting.
Tell me about it.
I would have been so much happier just living a normal life. But I knew how much saying that would disappoint everyone. So I just had to act like a good, dutiful child of prophecy. And that made our journey together a balancing act for me. A hard one. Every time I thought, well, I somehow hung on this time, but I'm sure I'll give up next time. Honestly, no one's more shocked than me that I made it this far. Forging the sacred sword means erasing Fairy Britain from existence. I'll never really love fairies or humans, but I could always see the wish they held in their hearts. Every one of the fairies was suffering inside. They all wished for salvation. Even if they're sinners, even if they're just getting what they deserve, I can't believe they brought this on themselves. Because hey, we're all the same. Lies of omission and outright deception are just parts of life. And even under all those lies, everyone truly wished to be saved. I swear, I really wish they'd cut that kind of stuff out. It was really hard, walking this Avalon path. Sometimes I just wanted to shout, "Can't someone cut me some freaking slack?" But looking back now, I'm glad. My life wasn't all bad after all. Until now, standing here, I didn't think there was a way I, of all people, could save this world. That someone like me could ever be allowed to end their world. I mean, it's not fair to decide a world's fate when you don't even like the world, right?
Right. But you're still going to do it anyway, huh?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to fulfill my duty here. And the crazy thing is, even I don't know why. It's probably for some silly, selfish reason. Something no one else could ever understand. You know, I bet it's the same sort of thing that kept you going in the Garden of Lost Will, Relly. And the same kind of thing that made you stand firm in the face of the calamity in Norwich, Mash. I'm not doing this for anyone else. I'm doing this for me. I'm not even doing it because it's right. I think I've been making my way through this storm because there's something I just can't turn my back on.
Oh, and there she goes. We don't even get like one last flash of a smile.
My fingertips dissolve first. I can feel the contours of my entire body fading away. My memories will probably go after this, then my sense of self. The planet's inner sea isn't stripping away all my memories at once, like one's just as good as another. To make the sacred sword, it has to go through them carefully, so it could understand humanity in the present day. I was only ever a means to learn about them so it could shape a better, more powerful sacred sword.
Aww. Oh, all the fun times we had, like that time we were in the burning forest. Was that a happy memory for us? That wasn't us in the forest. That was when Bargus set the woods on fire and all those cute little innocent bug fairies got killed. Oh, and there's me. We never get to see me on the screen.
Good. This should make me into a good sword. A sword brought like the star I saw in that storm. The planet's light that won't ever fade in the face of the wicked. A sword that isn't me from a place that isn't here. A sword bearing the wishes of the masses and hope for their happiness. A sword who can hold her head high at the sight of selection and become the saber fit to stay by your side. Oh, I'm so glad. As Castor, the Fairy of Paradise, I may not have had spring memories, but as Altria, as myself, I have such wonderful memories of my journey. My body's gone now. By creating the sacred sword, I'll finally fulfill my duty as the Fairy of Paradise, the Avalon LaFay. My journey as Castor will come to an end, and that's okay. I didn't come this far because I was afraid to die. Still, I wish I could have found out what that light was. The light I've seen all my life. The light that's seen me all my life. Wanting to know what it was and being determined not to give up until I found out is what's kept me going all this time. I thought I'd find out somewhere on my pilgrimage, but I never did. That's the one regret.
Yeah, can't end things just yet then, can you?
Huh? What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here? Who the hell else is gonna forge this sword? My whole life's been about making blades and cutting through destiny and karma. I'm Senji goddamn Muramasa.
Yeah, let's go, Muramasa, my boy. He's like fucking, I don't need your help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific.
Go on, move aside. You brought the iron. Now let the swordsmith do his job. Oh, so this is the planet's inner sea and the universe's furnace, huh? Whew, boy. Just getting close is enough to burn you. Now that's what I'm talking about. This right here, this is a job worth doing. Thanks, Altria. Guarding you wasn't a bad gig, but this is much more my kind of work. If I got a say in it, I'll take a searing forge over escort duty any day of the week.
Senji goddamn Muramasa, hell yeah.
No, you can't. Thank you so much, but you can't do this. It'll burn you to ash.
Fine by me. Swordsmiths, we're born to pound iron. If I can do that in the god's own domain, that's worth burning my life away. Besides, a smithy's supposed to be hot, so I ain't gonna stop pounding for nothing. Not even if my whole spirit origin burns up.
There's an innuendo somewhere in there. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, boy.
There we go. It's coming along nicely. Basic shape's all set. Now I've just gotta temper it.
God damn. Oh no, he's turning into a nugget.
No, stop. You can't. Huh? Ah! I'm floating. Why am I floating?
Oh, that'll be because I took over here. You're probably getting booted out so you don't get in the way. Alright, child of prophecy. See you around. Got more iron than I need for this sword, so don't need to use it all, especially if you still got something left to do. I could use this power for the final finishing touch, but I want you to take it for yourself. In exchange, I'm gonna use this to finish the job. Since you bought my life, seems only right that I pay you back with it, right?
Don't be ridiculous. You've more than paid me back for that. Besides, you're from the outside world and you're Relly's enemy. You don't have any connection to Britain. Don't you have another job you need to do?
True. I don't know how I'm gonna face the foreign god now, but hey, now I'll probably never see her again anyway. Don't worry about it. I'm doing this because it's what I want. Just like you. This was always my destiny. That said, I'm sorry I never got to make you that beret.
Aww. That's the Chad way to swagdom. Yeah. The light went out. Altria.
Her spirit origin signal is gone. Altria, I know the sacred sword had to be made, but did it really have to be? I know, right? They had to be able to come up with a better way. It's just so inefficient, not to mention inhumane. But I guess it's probably too much to ask for a planet's soul. That's basically what the inner sea is, to think humanely.
Ellipses.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Relly. Mash.
And now Kide remains. God damn it.
This is the essence of the sacred sword. Go on, take it. I'm sure Da Vinci and the other people at Chaldea will be able to use this as a base for a powerful offensive spell. I wish I could have given you Excalibur itself, but I'm afraid things didn't work out that way.
It's just weird. It looks just like a holy grail.
Yes, Senpai. It looks like a magecraft principle of the same type. No, quality as a holy grail, but that's not the issue.
You mean, how did she come back? I'm as surprised as you are.
I mean, it's like another way to sway a female clanker. Wink, wink. The only female clanker that I care about is Nero and Evil. That's those are the only two that I care about. Maybe Anefa, but she's a robot, not a clanker. So you know.
I really thought the Forge would just be turning out a new Excalibur specifically for Chaldea's use. Hang on, where's the ginger?
What? Where's the ginger is crazy, bro. Chill. God damn, man. I can understand. Yeah.
I see. So there was someone who gave her a tiny reprieve.
Can't believe the old man is gone.
Now I see. It was an Altria's spirit origin that disappeared. It was actually Muramasa.
He really did protect her to the end. He always did refuse to compromise on his work. Yes, the heroic spirit Senji Muramasa sacrificed himself for what he believed in. There's the ginger. Out of context image right there, yeah. The only reason I'm standing here now is because he insisted on performing the finishing touches himself. Now that the sacred sword has been delivered to the planet's inner sea, the premise behind this lost belt has been overturned. In time, it will be gently pruned away as though it never existed. But before that happens, there's something you need to do. Fairy Britain, the lost world made by the traitorous Morgan, is not part of this lost belt. As such, the calamity is created is not subject to the pruning theoretical phenomenon. It represents a threat to humanity that you must defeat yourselves. Something different about you now, but... Oh, is she speaking more like Ash? I'm glad you're safe and sound. Welcome back, Altria. Thanks, Relly. If she is more Ash-like, then I guess I maybe bring her voice down a little bit. I'm back as the custodian of the sacred sword and stronger than ever.
True. No matter how you slice it, you've definitely powered up. And wait, that magecraft theory? Instead of hero creation, you have sacred sword creation? No fair. How did you get a skill like that? Are you out to steal my thunder or something?
Alright, Merlin, that's enough of that.
It's too bad Fu isn't here right now.
Alright. I know we both have different roles to play, so I'll take this as a win and move on.
Yes, you're Buster, she's Arts. It's fine. You guys can both be here.
The heroic spirit protected her, and she still lives as a result. This too is fate. The sacred sword has been forged, and this is the moment a planet is born. The child of prophecy fulfilled her duty, aided by the foreign mage. So now it's my turn to help. I'm going to do a small-scale restoration on Britain to the way it was before things turned completely hopeless. Specifically, I'm going to turn back the clock on Kananos at least a little bit.
Turn back the clock? You mean to before he appeared?
Turn back the clock to the dawn of time when the earth was smoking in the lava. Sorry. Just needed to plug my phone in there.
That's right. Once Kananos shows up and covers the land in his curse, not even the sacred sword's protection will be enough for you to win. So I'm going to have him go back in time by, let's say 2 hours. See, I suspected something like this might happen, so I've kept the entire pit in a dream. Once I have Kananos wake up, it'll be as though the events of that dream, that is everything that took place there over the last 2 hours, never happened.
You did something similar in Uruk, didn't you?
Indeed. It's been pretty boring waiting around here ever since I was freed from the garden, so I spent some time casting a spell on the pit. My spirit origin is practically falling apart now as a result, but oh well. Suffice to say, once I disengage my dream zone, I'll probably disappear along with it. I wish I could stick around to see how your battle goes, but sadly, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But don't worry about me, even if I felt bad about basically demanding Altria be the only one to sacrifice everything. Sure, things didn't turn out exactly as I planned, but hey, that's why we build in margins of error. For my last trick, I'll even help you out by sending you straight to the storm border without having to go back through the spirit cavern. When you get there, it will be 1 hour before Kananos shows up, and you'll have another hour after that before his curse spreads everywhere. That gives you 2 hours to settle this, but this time, you should at least have a fighting chance. Muramasa and I both gave everything we had for this. All you have to do now is the best you can.
I mean, that's the only thing I can ever do.
Isn't that right, nameless king? Can I ask you to watch over Relly and Mash for me?
Of course. You take care too, Mage of Flowers. After all, this is just a shadow of Avalon, so I'm sure the real you is still imprisoned in that tower.
Saw right through that too, did you?
Yeah? You're definitely the Sacred Sword's guardian now. Alright then, back to dying Britain with you all. Once you overcome its twilit skies, you'll find clear blue ahead. Twilit. Twilit sounds like a derogatory term for a Twilight fan. Oh. Good, I got them back safely. I'm glad I made it before I ran out of time. Oh, though I just remembered I forgot to ask something. I've been following the Chaldean stargazer's journey with my clairvoyance as much as possible, and Rayleigh talked to himself a lot more than usual this time. I wonder what that was all about. Talk to myself? What does that mean? Oh boy. Salisbury's where we're heading off to now, huh? Okay. We've only got about like 5 minutes left. Let's see if we can quickly get through this interlude real quickly. There was only one character in the whole Lost Belt that you had chances to talk alone. He even showed up out of nowhere when you were just looking at the stars. Stars. Oh. It didn't tell us who that is, right? Yeah, I don't think they were named. All right, Avalon LaFay, Lost Belt, interlude. Is it gonna show us what the Stormborder was up to this whole time? Or is it Melazine? British airspace, 2 hours after the demonic dog's appearance.
That giant demonic beast. I see. So that's the Black Dog's king, a magical energy eater who feasts on smoke and lightning. So Bargus has become a calamity, and Kernanos' curse shows no signs of slowing down. There's nowhere left to run. The way things are going, all fairies are destined to become an unseelie court, or turn into Moors. Either way, there's only a handful of sane fairies left. I don't know how long I can hold out either. If this really is the Great Calamity, then it's all her fault things turned out this way. Aurora, my love, my reason for existing, my...
Wait, what? Were they lovers?
Listen to me, Lancelot. Ansel is a very dangerous fairy. She always makes such nonsensical prophecies, and nobody has any clue about her clan's true nature. Who knows what she might do if she catches everyone's attention and becomes the talk of all Britain? Remember, the Mirror Clan took in the Fairy of Paradise just like the Rain Clan once did. It's terribly irresponsible for her to make a prophecy like that now, especially when the Great Calamity could happen at any time. Why, it couldn't be a more obvious revolt against Queen Morgan. Just thinking about it makes my wings go dull. You understand me, right? After all, you're my prince in shining armor. You always bring me whatever I desire most, don't you? She doesn't have any wicked thoughts whatsoever. Really, good and evil don't factor into it at all. Most people think of her as the kindest, most compassionate fairy who strives for a world in which fairies and humans can coexist in peace. But they're wrong. That's just the image she projects. The only one she truly loves is herself. The only thing she cares about is maintaining a world where she's always beloved, a world where she can always be on top. She only advocates for humans so they'll fawn all over her. She only guides fairies so they will all respect her. She seems like such a skilled leader because she never fights with anyone. She didn't survive this long because she's strong. She's just always had a gift for dragging other leaders down. Every time a fairy more popular than her showed up, she would send the world down a dark path according to her whims. This time was no different. She didn't mean any harm. She just came to the realization that the Mirror Clan was dangerous and believed it with all her heart.
Jeez. She's like well, no. She's like the type of people that get sucked in by right-wing populists. The ones who make everyone scared and fearful of others, and then they you know, it's well, not necessarily that. More like I guess more like right-wing grifters. You know, the ones who demand that everybody love and admire them, and that in order to fill a void, a sense of inferiority that they're trying to fill within themselves, almost like Lex Luthor, essentially. That's like Lex Luthor wants everyone to fawn over him and love him and, you know, think and admire him. And so the fact that people love and respect and admire Superman instead, he fucking hates it, and he will like, you know, destroy the entire world if it means being able to make it so that no one else can be as admired and beloved as he is. She's not good, she's not evil, she's a fairy. Fairy with main character syndrome. No, Aurora's evil as shit. I've suspected that for a good long while now.
So I killed them, just like she wanted. It was clear beyond any doubt that the Mirror Clan had done nothing wrong. But I still had to kill them, or Aurora really would have withered away. As a fairy, Aurora's true skill is to completely convince herself of things that always work out in her favor. That's why she's neither good nor evil. The reason she never lost her radiance over the 3,000 years of her life is that her self-esteem is not of this world. I buried my face in my hands stained with the Mirror Clan's blood, trying to avert my eyes from what I had done. I had no right to ask for their forgiveness, or even to apologize. I knew what kind of person Aurora was, and I still put her radiance first, because I care more about her than I do all the other fairies of Britain. Aurora didn't do anything wrong. I'm the only wicked creature here. I've committed so many crimes, all because I didn't want to lose her love, even though I knew it wasn't genuine.
Ah.
But that day was special. The Mirror Clan was special. They were a gentle group of fairies protecting Albion's corpse, and by extension, me. Not one of them so much as resisted. If anything, they seemed to pity me as they came to offer up their own lives. I didn't have a choice. Aurora would have withered and died if I hadn't done this. This isn't my fault. I didn't want to kill them. Aurora, I did this for you. All I want in return is for you to smile and say thank you. I decided not to fly, so I wouldn't leave any evidence. On the night I returned, covered in mud and soaked to the bone.
I can't believe the entire Mirror Clan city is gone. What could have happened to them? They say it was a Moors attack, but how could Moors have gotten past the city walls? It must be Queen Morgan's doing. She must have gotten mad at Ansel's prophecy and... Oh.
Don't be ridiculous. Queen Morgan is nothing if not prudent. She would never do anything like that. She valued the Mirror Clan's prophecies more than anyone. And Ansel was a wonderful clan leader who only ever wanted what was best for Britain. Oh, poor Ansel. How could this happen to you? Whatever attacked the Mirror Clan is the foulest of beasts, the most rotten, hateful monster in all of Britain. Even if it may seem pretty on the outside, it only manages that by imitating me. Oh, what a horrendous, awful creature. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
Oh, wow. Up, and there it goes. She's like, bye, bitch. Aww.
It was a miracle. It really was. Back in that dark bog when I was still just a pulsing lump of flesh, she took me in her arms and cradled me like I was the most important thing in the world.
This is a good image. This is a good shot. Like, the composition is all really good. There's lots of filters over it, but you can tell the lighting is also really nice, and the coloration too. Obviously, you know, Lancelot herself as well. Good stuff.
Hello there, darling one. Or perhaps should I say good morning. My name is Aurora. What's yours? In that moment, I gained both mind and body. I knew what it was to feel and to admire. I knew what it was to love someone so deeply it could never be shaken. But, of course, that's just who she is. That's just who she is. I know why she cradled me in her arms back then. I know that she doesn't actually love me. But even so, I still love you, Aurora.
Oh, that's a really good one too. And now, like, now the building behind is all out of focus, and yeah, this is good stuff. Reminder that the original concept of that image of Aurora pulling Lancelot out of the mud was supposed to be a young Aurora that would look exactly like Lancelot looks now. Aha, interesting. Oh, so she was basically saying that she's the most beautiful. Gotcha.
That's right. I can maintain this form as long as I have these feelings. Even without Queen Morgan's gifted name, I can still remain myself as long as Aurora is around.
And her hate for her was that she didn't change at all. She looked like her prime.
Without her, I'd probably return to my original form. To who I became when I bore the hatred of all the northern fairies who were killed in the War of Spring 8,000 years ago. I'm going to go to Salisbury. If Britain really is about to end, I want to spend my final moments as her knight.
Baby girl, you gotta understand, you can do better. Kill them, kill them, kill the northern fairies. They're the invaders who brought the calamities upon us. Oh man, that does look like Devilman Crybaby. Did they really have to censor kill? Are there any fairies who have been infected with Moor's poison? If you find one, capture and kill them before they become Moors. Round up the humans. Make them fight the Moors. Kill any who refuse as an example to the others. The cathedral. Open the doors to the cathedral. The city is tainted. Run for the cathedral. Lady Aurora will help us. Lady Aurora will save us. She's the new Queen of Britain. I'm sure she'll sacrifice herself to the Moors to save us all. Jesus. Literally everyone only gives a shit about themselves.
Oh my, they all look so dreadful now. And to think they used to be such peaceful fairies. Aurora. Who's there? How did you get in here? It's me, Aurora. I came down from the bell tower. The city is in chaos. Most of the fairies have lost their minds. It's only a matter of time until they storm the cathedral. I hate to say this, but Salisbury is done for. Oh my, I see. Yes, of course I still have you, Melusine. Thank goodness you're all right. You are, aren't you? Oh, but of course you are. You're the strongest Tomlin in all of Britain. You never get injured or degrade, no matter what. You're still my beautiful, beloved knight, no different from the day I met you. You couldn't have come at a better time. I knew you were the only one I could rely on. Yes, you're right. Salisbury is done for. No, Britain itself is doomed. If only there were a way we could survive. Oh, how did things ever come to this? It's so terribly sad, but I'm afraid there's no other way. Melusine, would you stay with me? I need you. Yes, of course. I'd be happy to spend our final moments together. I need you to help me escape. You can take me away from here, right?
Oh, her face. Oh damn. Oh, that's a Higurashi face. That's a yeah, no, that is a Higurashi face right before they find out they're about to be killed.
What? Is it so surprising? It's a natural response to run from danger, isn't it? Not in this case. You're just not bothering to think again. Where would you run to, Aurora? Where could you hope to go after abandoning this world and all the fairies who believe in you? Yes, it's all such a shame, but they won't love me anymore, right? So forget about them. Let's go somewhere more fun instead. The world outside Britain. You heard about it from the Chaldeans, right? I'm sure it must be better than this boring old world. It's a world of nothing but poor, weak, filthy humans. Making my ideal world there would be easy. And you and I will be the only two fairies in it. That's what you want, right? My darling child, my little Melusine, I love you more than anything right now. Right now. Now come, take my hand and let's go start our new life together, okay? You're right. That is what I want. But if we did that, you'd probably just do the same things to that world that you've done to this one. All while telling yourself you're not aware of what you're doing. Your entire purpose is to be loved more than anyone else. Melusine? What are you talking about? Where's Coral? I don't see her anywhere. Coral? Oh, right, Coral. 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 I turned her into a caterpillar because she was getting on my nerves. Then I accidentally stepped on her. Be careful you don't step in the mess over there. You'll track it all over my nice clean floor.
Oh, damn.
Aurora, I want you to know that I love you. I love you whether you believe it or not, whether you even care or not. No matter how evil you might be, I'll still make all your wishes come true.
See, she said she's neither good nor evil, but then she literally said she's evil. She knows.
Oh, that's wonderful. I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, that sounds lovely. Then come on, let's go to the outside world. I'm sure we'll have such a wonderful time there.
She gonna kill her? Yep.
Huh? Don't you see? That would never happen.
Aw.
That can't ever happen. You'd never find the love you need in the outside world. This was the only place you could be more beloved than anyone. Proper human history isn't as simple as Britain. They'd see you for how evil you are in an instant. Do you really think you could survive in a world like that? You who can't even bear to go outside without absolutely pristine water? Your wings, your face, everything about you would fade and waste away. And that would be more than you could bear. You'd never be able to love yourself again. But you'd keep on deceiving yourself, trying to live the same way you always have, even though you'd no longer recognize yourself. Every morning you'd look in the mirror and die a little more inside. Maybe that's just normal life for other fairies. Maybe they wouldn't think anything of it. But for you, it would be the cruelest torture imaginable. Every day you'd cry yourself to sleep in despair, unable to even muster the courage to end your own life. Every day would be a fresh hell where you cling to glory that will forever be beyond your reach. Every day you'd hate yourself more and more, and that would just be... What are you saying, Melusine? What an awful fake fairy you are, talking about a future that could never come to pass. Why, the very idea of me becoming more miserable with every day sounds even worse than death. Now, never mind that. Hurry and take me to the outside world, to where everyone will love me again. Before Coral SMH, because you only live to please me, right? That's right. It would have been better if I had only lived for myself. If I did, then I would have kept you alive no matter what. Without you, I'll just go back to being a hunk of flesh. But I can only live to please you, and that is why I can't take you to a place that would be pure hell for you. Even now, I still remember when we met. I can see it like it was yesterday. I remember the wind that blew through the dark bog. I remember the way you shone so brilliantly. I remember how I swore to give everything I had to protect you. I love you, Aurora. I love you so much. Even if I should lose this form forever, I'll always...
Oh. Ah, shit. Did she go dragon mode? Well, dang. Alrighty. So I guess we're probably gonna have Lancelot to be dealing with now. Alrighty. Yep, section 29. God, look how many fucking parts there are to this. Alrighty. I'm assuming this is probably actually going to be where the majority of the climax takes place, and then section 30 will probably be like more wrapping everything up. And now here it is, the boss gauntlet. Oh boy, yep. Looks fun. Well, we'll start that up then next week. All right. Look at all the bosses. Oh, good lord. I mean, well, at least the first one doesn't have any battles, so not every single one of them is a boss, but yeah, looks like a good time. All right, well, like I said, we will be dealing with that next week. So I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Always appreciate it. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing Genshin. We're gonna be seeing if we can maybe finish out the new section of the story quest. Speaking of, I also got Chaska. I was just building pity on her banner, and yeah, one of the few rare 5-star spooks off pity for me. Like, I think I've literally only had like maybe it happened 3 times or something. So yeah, it's pretty nuts. But I wanted Chaska, and I was actually disappointed that I wasn't gonna be able to get her. But yeah, managed to get her. That probably means though that I think the next update might have the new characters, so I'm probably not gonna be able to get them. But you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. I will be more selective about the new characters from Nodcry that I want. There's really only 3. I want like the little thief-looking girl in the booty shorts, the one black-haired girl with like the green outfit, and then I want Alice. Those are the 3 that I want. The other ones is whatever. So hopefully none of them are the first ones up for their banners. But yeah, we'll be doing Genshin tomorrow to continue on with the new section of the Archon quest. So if you want to know when that'll be happening, go ahead and follow my Blue Sky or subscribe, or I guess subscribe on Twitch or YouTube, or follow on Twitch, I suppose. That's free to do, and you'll know when we go live. But for tonight, it's gonna go ahead and do it for me. With all that being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, a good morning, wherever it might be for you. And with any luck, I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.